I am live. Hello, hello. Welcome. Gonna be working on a different painting today, and I see someone is here. Ah, it's Evo Leia. Hello, hello. How you doing? Oh, and Evo Leia, I am so sorry. I was informed that I was pronouncing your name incorrectly. I was saying Evo Lee, not Evo Leia. Oh my, I am so sorry. Hello. I'm so sorry. Yeah, for anyone, if I ever pronounce your names incorrectly, you can always correct me. It's totally okay. So I feel a bit sad, a little embarrassed, but thank you, Evo Leia, for being so cool with it. Oh, who blew it? It was Nacho who let me know because we were just, I don't know, talking about the stream, and then he's like, it's Evo Leia, right? And I'm like, what? I've been pronouncing your name wrong. So it was kind of a funny moment, but thank you for being cool. Yeah, he told me about how your name's like love spelled backwards, and I'm like, that's so cool. Like, what? So I like your name. Your name's cool. Anyway, but thank you. Um, but I just had to apologize. I'm so sorry. Anywho, um, what I'm working on today, I thought to switch it up from the sushi plate and instead finish working on the neon face. So yeah. Work on it, and I got my paints. I need to mix some more colors though, some more blues and magentas, so I'll scooch this painting aside for right now. And so we're gonna get some remixing the pinks. Actually, that might be way too much white. So the permanent rose. But anyways, how are you doing, Evo Leia? How you doing? Alright, maybe that wasn't too much white. Maybe that'll be okay. And it's dry paint underneath, so can really kind of do anything. Doesn't really matter too much. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm good. I'm good. I felt like this morning went by really fast. I don't know. I got up fairly early and took the dogs for a walk and did the normal routine. I don't know. It just flew by. And I was like, oh my gosh, I already have to stream. So, and then I was like kind of back and forth. I'm like, should I do the sushi plate or should I do switch it up? And I'm almost done with this neon one. So I was like, you know what? Might as well. Coming soon, my brother and I have a day planned to take pictures of my finished artwork, and I have a little pile behind me of paintings. It's better if like we take a picture of groups of paintings rather than just one at a time. So might as well try to get as many paintings done before then. Not rushing. Nothing rushing, just like, oh, well, I'm almost done with this one. Might as well add it to the group. We'll see if we can get it done today. That's my goal. My goal is to finish. I don't know. I think it's a bit of an ambitious goal, but I think I can do it. There might be some fine details like reflections in the eyes I might have to wait for, but we'll see. we'll see what this day brings. True, true. Time does fly by so fast. Ah, it's Link. Hi, Link. How you doing? Oh, thank you. Thought to go like a more modern elf today with the green top and the ear cuffs. Why not? Oh, thank you, Evolea. Thank you. Almost done mixing all these blues. So now I'm moving on to the teal-like color. It's looking a little too green. I'll add in some more blue. I kind of quickly half cleaned my palette because some of the colors are still like wet and good, and I didn't want to throw those ones away. There we are. All right, so now that I have all my colors, oh wait, you know what I don't have? I don't have like a dark blue black color for the shadows. I just realized that. I was like, wait a second, I'm missing a color. So I'm gonna grab some black, and I have no more French ultramarine, which I will get. Not disappearing. Here we go. Almost done mixing colors, I swear. I know, I should have maybe prepared this before, then we could have gotten right into painting. But oh well, this is the whole process, as you all know. I swear, sometimes I'll just spend forever trying to mix colors. But you know, that's why I also like oil paint, because they can last a bit longer. Can come back to it the next day. There we go. All right, now, finally, all my colors are mixed. Putting this aside and bringing forward our lovely cyberpunk lady. Let's see, what brush do I want to use today? Alright, so I'm going to start with this eye here. Probably going to take the longest. It's so funny. This will take long, but then the collar is like going to be nothing. There we are. So, I do have my reference photo in front of me. I am going to start with some white. I swear sometimes eyes can be so tricky because if you don't get them just right, they can look very off and it can throw the entire painting off. You can instantly make someone look really weird by just messing up the eyes. Oh, hello! Hello, hello! Is it Mallard? Mallard, hello! I know. Yeah, eyes are the hardest. I swear. Eyes and then hands and feet. And I always get caught doing art. Where there's like complicated hands. But welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some painting today. It looks like a lot of, so for the shadows, it looks like it's kind of a blue gray color, which I will. I also love working with just limited colors because this way I can really focus on the shapes and forms rather than trying to get all the colors right. And I know it looks so weird too, because it's like, wait, why is there blue where there's like supposed to be the whites of the eyes? It'll look right in the end. I think that's also why I like these neon paintings too so much, is because there's so many uses of colors in places where you wouldn't expect, such as like for shadows. Like you would expect the eye like to just stay white or like gray. But no, it's like there's actually blue in there too. There's blue in that shadow. Hey, it's Win. Hi, Win. How are you doing? Yeah, good morning to you too. I'm just adding in some deeper shadows. Yeah, even though my goal is today to get this done, there might be some fine details, like slightly little touches that I'll go back to later, but we'll see. We'll see. Good, Win. I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, what do you think? Switching it up a little bit today. There we go. And also, too, it's like there's so many small, tiny details when it comes to eyes. That's why I'm like doing everything with this small, thin brush. And also, too, when I'm painting the eye, I want to keep in mind that it's a round ball. It's sometimes easy, especially on a flat surface, to kind of make the eye look flat and forget that it's like, no, it's this round sphere. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, doing good here. I don't want to tilt it too much because I don't want the perspective to become wonky. I do want you to have a good view of it and not look completely weird like it's upside down. At the same time, I'm like, well, I don't want it to look funny either. I've done that before where I've painted something in a weird angle and it looked right in the angle, but then I went back to it and put it back in its normal, how it's supposed to sit, and I was like, oh, the painting went like this way. Oops. So as you can see, I'm like adding little touches of paint, kind of like touch, 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 and then blending out and constantly just readjusting, readjusting, fixing until I'm happy with it. There we go. All right, and then for the actual color of her eye, there is some like reflections of the pink. So, and it's really light on this eye. So I'm just gonna just a little bit of pink. And the rest will be blue. I'm gonna start with the teal blue. I know it's kind of getting mixed into the pink in a very weird way, so, but not to worry. And then I'm gonna go in with my darker blue, more my like French ultramarine or cobalt. And actually for this time, I'm gonna put it right directly, but you can still see it, right? Maybe more like that. Perfect. Yeah, I think this one's gonna read really well as like a sticker poster print. I think it'll be really pretty. I'm excited. Yeah, I used to do these like cyberpunk or neon faces. Like I went through a huge phase of it where I was just doing one after the other. And then of course, like it's natural as artists to kind of ebb and flow and go somewhere like experiment with other things. But it felt really good to get back to this piece and do more like neon paintings. I realized too actually how much I really like doing these. It's fun, especially like in traditional art. It's not seen as much. She kind of looks freaky without the pupil in right now. Very scary. I swear sometimes eyes can look. That's Mochi. Someone. Mochi got the door. This stream today is starring Mochi, my doggy. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Hey, and it's Ray. Hi, Ray. How you doing? Hey, we got a good party of people in here. This is awesome. Ooh. Very cool, Isaac. A shiny legendary Pokemon. That's super exciting. Nice, nice, Ray Ray. Well, I hope that you have a safe drive home today. And I hope you had a good time too. I saw on social media you were at a magician or like a magician convention, magic convention, which just sounds super cool. Yeah, I hope you have safe travels home. Aw. Well, yay, Mallard. That makes me happy that you're also painting. Yeah, if anyone has any projects and wants to join, absolutely. Mallard, what are you working on? What kind of painting are you working on? If you feel like sharing, if you want to. Ooh, painting a cosplay. Cool. Very cool. What cosplay are you working on? Okay, I just think I noticed something about this eye. I think it's drooped down a little too deep here. That's okay. I can easily fix that, not a problem. I'm just like staring at it and I'm like, this looks funny. You're, yeah, here, I'll put here. Yeah, see, it's slightly versus, it's like a hair too wide. The bottom. See, that's what's so funny about faces too, is that when you adjust things, it's just like small little bits by little bits. Oh, cool. Very cool, Mallard. Well, I hope you have fun at the game, at the D-backs game. And that's cool that they're doing like a Star Wars theme as well. Man, what Star Wars characters are gonna be sports fans? I'm curious. Yeah. Oh, that's fun, Win. Win, I wish you the best of luck with your glass work. You should definitely continue that. Yeah, keep working on it. It's good to be creative. It feels good. Feels good to make stuff. Oh, aw, thank you, Evolia. Thank you. I just try. I'm just painting. Comes with a lot of practice. A ton. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, Evolia, I just got what you did. I wasn't understanding what the 8 ball was. So I thought that was like, I don't know, like tee. But okay, I get what you're saying. Like you shake like the 8 ball and it has like the little ink that comes up. If it said no, the 8 ball said no. So rude. Well, you know what? I don't need that 8 ball's approval. I'm all good. I'm happy with my work. What? That's so cool, Win. I didn't know that. I knew your dad did all kinds of paintings and all kinds of commissions, but I didn't know that he did any for the D-backs. That's super cool. I know, it's like oh my gosh. Same here. My mind just goes right to Toy Story. Little Andy picked me. I like that movie. That's a fun comfort movie. And sorry if I'm a little beyond this point here, if I'm a little slow at responding to messages or anything, because I'm like kind of entering into extra concentration mode. Which all is good. You can still chat like always, no worries. I'm happy to hang out and talk. I know one time someone asked me about like chatting and that kind of thing and while I paint and I always say if I didn't want to talk, I would have no mic listed. So, of course I want to talk. Just might be lagged out. There might be slight lag. Okay. I think I got it. Yep, exactly when focus mode, focus mode. Focus mode. Yeah, and I noticed that the top lid also too needs to be brought down a little bit. It's just that the eyelid needs to be more relaxed. I would say when painting faces to never give up, to keep trying, even if it's like, this is looking not how I want it to. Same here. I just keep working at it. I keep pushing paint around. I keep trying until I get something that I like. I get it where I'm happy with it. So Ooh. I like your idea, Mallard. I do really like your idea. I really like that. Yeah, kind of like I like that idea where we all like paint together. I think that would be like a fun event kind of thing. Yeah. I'm so down for planning something like that. I know, how does everyone else feel? Would everyone like to participate? I think that'd be fun. I mean, this is kind of different than what you suggested, but also kind of in line with it. I have thought about starting off with a blank canvas and thinking and try to complete an entire painting in one stream, which that would be a challenge because usually my streams are only 2 hours, right? So trying to get an entire painting done. I don't even know what I could paint in 2 hours. It'd be a challenge, that's for sure. But a challenge I'm willing to try. Or I could even do like I could do like a master class kind of thing where I show the whole process of something, and if you want to follow along, you totally can. Like pick something really simple. But yet again, I don't even know what I could do in 2 hours. It's so funny. It sounds like a long time, but for me, I mean, for anyone who's been watching for a while, for all of you who's been here through a lot of my journey, you see how much time things take. I could probably do something simple like potion bottles are a lot of fun and they go pretty fast. I could even speed it up and do it in acrylic, in like acrylic paint. What else goes fast? I could do something cute like a butterfly. Butterflies are cute. I could do roses. Roses are pretty fun. It's so funny. I used to think roses were really challenging. And then my art teacher showed me um, how to paint them. And now I think that they're just a lot of fun. Which, speaking of art classes, my art class should be starting back up soonish. So that means I'll be getting back to work on the blue planet, hopefully soon. Hopefully. I'll see when classes actually start back up. And that's okay. Yeah, and maybe doing acrylic paint too if I was to do like a master class kind of thing. Um, because a lot of people have acrylic on hand or tempera. Tempera paint could work too, rather than oil. I know that's oil paint's kind of a specialty thing. So maybe I could do something like that. That might be fun. Yeah, maybe yeah, it would. Oh, nice win. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, you should take some art classes. I think you would really enjoy them. I think it'd be good. If you do, let me know when you start. Yeah, and let me know what kind of art classes you're gonna do too. That's super exciting. Okay, so I think everything is now in the right place. It's just the color of the eye is looking a little too down low and like wide. It's doing like one of these weird things. So gotta correct that. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of like going back and forth, touching up. that's true, Mallard. I could do a sunset, and those are really really fun. I've never done one of those like sip and paint places. I've always kind of wanted to. I thought it would be fun, but um I know what you're saying. Yeah, the sunsets and then it's like silhouettes of like trees. Sometimes it's palm trees, sometimes it's cactus, depends on the day. Um and those are all they what's cool about those kinds of paintings is that they turn out always good. Like you almost can't go wrong. You can't really mess them up. They're always going to turn out pretty. That's actually a good idea. I could do an easy sunset. What? Mallard, that's even more fun. You go to like your friend's house and do that. That's awesome. That's fun. I like things like that. I like crafting days with friends, painting days with friends. Those are good times. That's fun. Aw, that's so fun. No, actually, I like this idea. Now, as I'm painting this, I'm also like cooking in my head of what could I, what could I do for this painting masterclass? Kind of get everyone. And I think I'll set it as like an event too. I think if I'm gonna do something like this, I'll warn everyone. I'll let you all know so you all have like time to prepare to, set out your paints, your canvas, acquire, buy anything you might need. And I'll like try to think of something with simple colors. So, or something where you could easily alternate it just in case if you're like, I don't have this color. You could just easily switch it up, be creative. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. There's a party kind of thing I used to like to do. It's been a while since I've done it, but you invite a bunch of friends over, and then everyone gets a blank canvas in front of each other. And then we have like, I think it's like 3 or 5 minutes to paint. Maybe it's even like, it's just a couple of minutes to paint. You paint whatever you want on it, and then you pass it to the next person. And then that person has a couple of minutes to paint, and then they paint and they add to it or change it up. And then once that's up, they pass it to the next person, and so on. And this happens until every single person has painted on the canvas. And then at the end, there's a number at the back of each canvas. And then it's a raffle, and everyone pulls a number. And whatever number you pull, that's the painting you get to take home. And it's always so much fun. And it's just, it's silliness, and the paintings always turn out like really cool. it's fun because some of them turn super abstract, some of them become very random, like a sticker kind of collection. Some of them turn out to be like one thing, like someone will draw like a flower and then like everyone paints on the petals and stuff and it's like clearly a flower. So, no, I like doing those switch around painting parties. Oh no. The little fairy bot is off. Aw, sad. It's okay, Win. No worries. I don't know why it's down. That's so weird. It should have been up and running. I'll ask Caw about it later. See what's up. Well, thank you, Win, for posting the Discord. Yeah, anyone who wants to join is welcome to join. Yeah, it's I guess you could play it like Pictionary. It's different than Pictionary because no one's guessing what the other person's drawing. It's just like you're adding to the paintings. Everyone's adding. Sorry, I'm gonna lift up the painting for a second. I gotta figure out what's going on with this eye. Sometimes what I do with paintings is that I will look at it from different angles far away, try to figure out what's going on. A really cool trick is to just turn it upside down if you can't figure out what's wrong, and usually from there you can see what's wrong. That upside down trick works every single time. But that one is really good. So it's funny. What I do for like shapes, forms, perspective, and I see something that's not looking correct, I turn my canvas upside down to see what's wrong. But if there is a value, something wrong with the values, like the shades and the highlights, I'll take a picture of it and turn it black and white, and then you can see what's wrong. So little tips and tricks. Oh, thank you, Link. Thank you. Yeah, I think so too. I think doing like this blue magenta is some of my favorite color combos. Very cyberpunk. Probably why I like it so much. What? That's so cool, Mallard. That sounds like a cool art project. I wish my high school did cool art projects like that. What our projects basically were is who can like draw the best realism, who can make it hyper realistic, and those were the kids who usually won awards. It's funny because I've always had this like super illustrative type like style. Even like I do have a cartoony style as well. And in high school, there was a girl, and oh my gosh, any competition she put her art in, she won because she did hyperrealism. And she was a really cool person. Actually, my senior year of high school, we sat at the same table, and I considered her like a school friend. And I remember one day she was like, all I can do is realism. Like she won an award, but she wasn't even happy about it because she was like, all I do is realism. Athena, teach me how to do something cartoony. And she couldn't draw cartoony to save her life. It it was funny. Like we were me and then there was another girl at the table. We were all like we were trying to help her out to draw a cartoon character and she couldn't do it. And she was trying to. It was like then it turned into like a trolling kind of thing where it would be like draw this line and then she'd like mess up, but at the start of it she was like genuinely trying and it was funny. I was oh my gosh. Trying so hard. Yeah. No, it's funny. So, like, as artists, we all naturally have our own style, and just some people can do, like, some people are really good at being chameleons and can do all these different styles. And then there's some people that just do one style, and then that's all that they do. Some do like a couple. I think it's good even if you have like your one style that you're known for and that you're like an expert in, but also to try different ones. Like at least just to expand on your knowledge of art, at least to like practice or just say, you know what, I'm going to do this for just for fun. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good art exercise for sure to try different styles, different mediums. There we go. See, the eye's looking better. Not 100% yet, but it's getting there, getting there. almost giving her like a cat's eye. Not trying to do that on purpose. That's just how her makeup's kind of turning out. I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, it's alright if she's a little edgy, right? Cyberpunk. She already has like the shaved eyebrow. She can be a little edgy with a cat's eye. Why not, right? Aw, thank you. Thank you, Win. Yeah, and I don't want to overwork this eye, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little scared that I might be coming close to overworking it. Um, so that might mean that I might have to move on, which that's fine. I might have to move on to something else and go back to her eye later because I don't want to overwork it. Adding highlights. Almost looks like she has some kind of shimmer makeup that's reflecting on these lights, or reflecting from these lights. Hmm. I don't know. That's a very interesting question, Isaac, and very interesting two different options, I would say. I don't know. I think I'd do the burrito. I think there's no way I would even stand to fight there. I don't even think that would work. I know it does look like Luxora. Like, ever since you said that, Win, I cannot get that out of my head. I have not brought it up to her, so from my knowledge, she doesn't know. Like, of course, I've painted the painting and stuff. I've showed the painting in my story, but I haven't brought up your comment. I think it's funny. What? That was not the intention at all of this painting. Not even close. Oh man. Isaac, sounds like you got a plan. At least you got a plan. That's okay. I'll just wait for. I'll just paint as I'm waiting for my 3 hour microwave burrito. I think that's what I'll do. That sounds a lot easier. I don't know. Maybe, but it's not supposed to look like her though. So I don't even know if that would happen. I don't know. I'm just gonna tell her. I'm gonna be like, according to when this is you. You are now the cool cyberpunk girl. I actually don't like how thick and chunky these eyelashes are. See, I had a feeling not to do the eyelashes until it dried, but then I was like, nah, I'll go forward with it. I'll just keep moving on. They're too long. And look too much like those eyelashes that like the eyelash strips. Like it didn't look natural. Our girl got all glammed up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't go to the arcane karaoke. I don't know, something was going on for me at that time and I couldn't make it. But I saw all the videos and pictures from social media and it looked like a lot of fun. Looked like everyone else had fun. Ooh, Mallard. Yeah. It does kind of look like Gwen. Like it does look like Spider Gwen. This is her version of herself in the cyberpunk universe. Spider multiverse. This is the cyberpunk spider. Cyber spider. So it kind of looks funny on the corner of her eyes, and I'm aware of that. Um, it's a little too muddy for me to get any darker, so which is okay. I'm just gonna wait until it dries before I can move on. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm actually doing pretty good on time. I have not checked the clock. I've been going into a time warp. That would be fun, Isaac. A league fighting game. I could only imagine how that would turn out. All right. So, actually, I just realized I wanted to add some highlights in the outer corner of her lashes. Looks like there's some really, really light ones. There we go. And then I'll add some tiny little bottom lashes. And some of those bottom lashes look a little too intense to me, so I'm actually going to go back over them and blend them out a little, just a tad. Just some of them because it's looking a little too much. There we go. And I kind of lost some of the spots underneath her eyes. I don't know if I can re-add those back in or I might have to wait. No, it's looking like I'm gonna have to wait until it's dry for some of those. There we go. All right. So for the highlights of the eyes and even some of the darker parts, I will wait until later. But yeah, so far almost done. And now onto the collar, which I'm going to need a larger brush for. I'm definitely going to need like a fluffy brush. Let's see, what brushes do I have in here? This one might work. Might use this one. This one. think I'll be good with those. Ooh, good question, Isaac. What would my design be? I don't know. If I was in the cyberpunk universe, I probably have a lot more tattoos and colored hair. I already got the undercut here, so I got that part. As for cyberware, I don't know. Let's see. I'd probably like have some kind of enhancement so I could paint faster. That would probably be me. It would probably be like all art related enhancements. I know, right? Surprise, surprise. Yeah, I probably look like Becca. Yep. I would look like Rebecca. No real doubts about that. I'd be small. All right, so now for the collar. Going in with this really deep, rich, dark, like black blue color. And this is what I'm starting off with. Yeesh, small. Alright, inspired by Isaac's question, what would everyone else's, if you were in the cyberpunk universe, what kind of enhancements would you get? Question for everyone. Alright, so now that I did this, it's kind of like a line, but it's not going to stay like that. I am going to blend it out though with a flat brush. Kind of make this edge not so sharp, make it slightly softer, but also clean it up. And now, so it's like there's more blue on this side, and then the pink's coming through here. So I'm going to start with some pink. And I have to keep in mind, like, this is jacket, it's fabric, right? So I'm going to add in, I have to keep in mind of the fabric folds and the wrinkles in the fabric. It's not just a perfectly smooth surface that is catching this light. And then I'm gonna go in with my lighter pink. I'm gonna add some highlights of that pink. Maybe right where the highlights of these fabric folds would be. Oh, really? Oh my gosh, that is funny, Win. That's actually kind of a cool find that you came across that. That's too funny. I still have your painting and I'm still like so touched by it. I was actually, so right now I have it hanging in my room, but I was thinking about eventually moving it into this um, room here in my office because I have like so many other artists' artwork up, and a lot of them are like friends or con friends, and I'm like, wait, Wins should be in with like everyone else's. I just have to find a space. My walls are starting to fill up very, very quickly. Which makes me happy but makes me sad because I like all my poster prints. Yep, so as you can see, I'm adding in the blue, kind of like the same that I did for the pink. There we are. Yeah, I really, I find like painting fabric super satisfying. Because, like, as you can see, it looks so abstract right now, right? Like, it kind of doesn't really look like much of anything. But once I get all the colors in there and blended, oh my gosh, it'll look really cool. Oh, wow. Isaac. I just look up and I'm like, there's a novel in front of me. You're good. You're good here. I'll take a peek at what you suggested. All right, I like the idea of a dragon tattoo. There you go. Ooh, a grappling hook robotic arm. I could see you could do a lot with that in the cyberpunk universe. You'd be all geared up. You got night vision, and you got like all the mechanical legs and feet. That'd be cool to walk on the ceiling. I like your cyberpunk character, Isaac. I see you put in a lot of thought into this. And here's me, like, I guess art? Art enhancements? You're like, nope, I got night vision. I got a grappling hook arm. That's cool. Alright, and then for the highlights of my like cobalt blue, I'm actually gonna use the teal blue. And I am being a little free flowing with this. I am kind of, you know, just seeing where the paintbrush takes me. Yeah, absolutely. Photo references are always a good idea when even me, I have a photo reference here. It looks quite different though, I will say. Like I made different shape eyebrows, different clothes, different earring. Um I'm kind of using like the reference photo as like a foundation, and even on this side is like red and then it goes to pink, where instead I was like, I want this blue lighting and I just want a streak of pink here. So it is different, but it kind of gives me an idea of what I'm doing and where, and if I'm like see anything that's wrong, at least I have a picture kind of to answer my questions. I also have several different other pictures too that I have looked at. But yeah, if you ever need any help or tips or tricks how to do neon painting, you know I'm here. Always happy to answer questions. And they're a lot of fun. I think you'll also like that you only use a limited color palette. I'm glad that everyone's getting into today's painting. I was like kind of going back and forth in my head if I should do this one or if I should continue with the sushi plate, because I know everyone's really enjoying that one. But I think it's fun to switch it up. I think it's fun to have multiple projects in the work. Not too many, of course, but you know, like a good balance, a good mix. So right now I'm just color blocking, and I will soon get into blending all these colors together, where it'll start to look more like fabric and make, I promise, a lot more sense. Yeah, because right now it looks like she kind of has this weird painted jacket, like something very abstract. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Does anyone remember the Lego movie in Wild Style? How she had like her jacket was like that graffiti pink and blue painted. I like that movie, Lego movie. Such a good one. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Well, I promise this is like one of my signature styles, so it's not going anywhere. You'll see definitely more in the future. All right, so now I'm just gonna take a sip of tea. Now I'm gonna use a flat brush, and I'm gonna go in and blend. And a trick with the blending of the flat brush is I want to keep it kind of dry. So every time I'm like kind of blending a streak here, you can see that I'm actually taking it on my paper towel and wiping it off. Because otherwise, if I have too much paint and I keep painting, it just gets smeared and muddy and does not look how I want it to. Oh, did you? Did you already reference Wild Style? Yeah. Oh, Win. I see what you're saying, Win. You're saying about the neon painting. I got you now. Yeah. Finish your glass work, and I know that you have a couple of projects that you're almost done with that, which I think that'd be so exciting. I can't wait to see how your glass work turns out. It's already turning out so good. Yeah, and then move on to the neon paintings. They're a lot of fun. I started with acrylic, which I know you already have, but I really like doing them in oil paint just because I can really play with colors and push them around. Like this color blocking that I'm doing here, this technique, uh, won't work with acrylics because this would already be dry. So what I'm doing, how I do it in acrylics is I kind of color block, then blend like little sections. So like here, how I put down the pink and then the black, or I put down the pink, then the blue, then the black. Instead with acrylics, I would like put down my pink, put down my black, and then blend it. And then it's kind of like I work in sections, very tiny sections. So it's slightly different. I could do a stream showing how I work with acrylics and like neon painting glow. I could do that if you would like. As a future thing. Or just show how I blend. I do have some paintings that I've been wanting to finish that are meant to be acrylics. You know, like the Valorant collection that I have made? I have a couple of other agents drawn on wood blocks that I have yet to finish. That might be fun on stream. Do a Valorant theme day. See, look, so many ideas. So many. Ah, thank you, Win, for posting the Discord again. It's a bummer that the little the fairy bot's not working. I don't know why. Yeah, unfortunately, glitches happen. But you know what? That's okay. It happens. It's life. You know what? I might be almost done with this one today, which I will pretty much reach my goal. I will say it's pretty much done. I know I have a few touch-ups on the eye. I still want to add in the reflection and that kind of stuff, which honestly, I think that'll take maybe 5-10 minutes worth of work. So, pretty much done. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Hey, happy to see you here. Yeah, how you doing, Nacho? Alive? Oh, well, I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad that it's not a ghost here that's typing on the screen. Her jacket almost looks like it should be like reflective, like some kind of reflective plasticky material, which I think in the cyberpunk universe it actually looks pretty cool and it fits the mood well. I almost feel like this kind of fabric would only work in the cyberpunk universe. I don't know if it would work anywhere else. Hey, and it's Art. Hi, Art. How you doing? Oh, wait. Aw, thank you. Hold on, let me... I see someone new is here. Is it Sinfanita? Sinfanita? I hope I pronounced your name right. Hey, well, welcome, welcome, and thank you so much. Yeah, just here painting and working. Sin? All right, then Sin's good. I got you. Oh, Sinfanta, Sinfanta, I got you. Okay, well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm here and just working on this oil painting, hoping to get it done today. Um, I am, like I was saying before, um, I'll probably get most of it done, but the shine of the eyes do later. Yeah. And how is everyone doing? Also, it's good to see your Art. You're here. It's a good group of people. Yay! Oh, Win, are you talking about Sabaton? Oh yeah, you are talking about Sabaton. Um, I don't know. Do what you wish to. I'm gonna be there all 4 days, so. Aw. Hey, Art! That's awesome. Yeah, Art, if you wanna meet up at Sabo, let me know. I'm still kind of deciding my lineup. I'm still figuring things out, but yeah, absolutely. I am on the waiting list still, so it's still very up in the air if I'll get a booth or not, but we'll see. Yeah, look at that. Very lightning, which I was definitely going for. That's what I was going for. That's what I'm happy with. I'm noticing some things now that it's upside down. See, I tell you, the upside down trick, it really works. You see things differently. Oh, nice, Mallard. Hey, see you at Sabo then? I know you said for Uwu, which I will have a booth at UwuCon. So I am very excited. I'm feeling optimistic this year about Uwu. I know everyone knows my opinion of it. I had very mixed feelings about that con, but I'm actually feeling very optimistic about this year, that this year will be much better, and I'm actually really excited. So, you know, I believe in second chances. um, which one is the 29th again? Is that Friday? Is the 29th Friday? I want to say yes. Oh, you have a cosplay booth, Mallard. Oh, cool. Oh, sweet. Okay, I'll have to stop by your booth at the next show. Oh, that's super exciting. Oh, so 29th is Friday. Nacho, I think as of right now, as long as nothing changes, we were planning on doing Valorant. So I was gonna be Jet, your Killjoy. At least that's what we've talked about. But I know that sometimes things change. Yeah, Friday's Valorant. Saturday will be Owl House. And so yeah, but I think it's yeah. I'm actually kind of excited to do Valorant for Sabo because like last year I saw a couple of other Valorant cosplayers and I was like, ah, oh no, wait, we did do Valorant on Monday. That was a lot of fun. But there was like I think a Valorant meet last year that neither of us knew about. And I was like, oh man, missed it. It's like on Friday of last year or something. If I remember right, but I could be very, very wrong. I don't always trust my memory. That is true, Mallard. That is true. There is still a lot of things kind of up in the air about UwuCon. I think it's still like a small con that's trying to be more well known. And I think it is getting its popularity. I think it's on the right track, honestly, of being like a good popular con. I just hope it continues. Because like there's so many cons in the summer, but there's not a whole lot in the fall. So I think it's kind of cool that it is in the fall. I'm just glad it's no longer on Halloween itself. I don't that was just not a good decision at all. And I remember so I last year it was that Friday was the Friday after Halloween, and during the day part it was so slow because so many people were partying from the night before of Halloween and they were too tired. And but then soon it picked up. It actually was like last year at least I felt like it was busy on Sunday, which was weird. And usually at a con, Sundays are like a little sleepy because everyone's tired. But we'll see. It's more in the middle of October, so I'm feeling more hopeful. I think it'll be good. Oh, nice. Well, Art, I will see you I'll see you at Sabo on Friday, and also happy early birthday. That's a fun way to celebrate your birthday and celebrate finishing up high school. That's awesome. That's fun. It sounds like it's gonna be a fun weekend for you. I Nacho I liked when we were twin KJ. That was fun. I like double KJ. Oh. Oh. So wait, Mallard, you're friends with the owners of Uwu? Oh, that's so cool. What? What a small world. I swear, we us nerds, we all like know each other. It's like the biggest and smallest community, the cosplay community. It's so funny. Oh, you've done security. Oh, nice. How is it being a security guard at a convention? All right, so now for this collar, it's gonna be a little different because the light is actually coming from behind, so there's really no light shining on it. But there is that cool glow effect, you know, when like the light's shining. Like imagine a sun peeking out from behind the horizon, right? And it has like that glow, and right at the horizon, you kind of see the rays go slightly underneath. That's what I'm gonna create here. And then that'll be the only light, and then it will be dark from the other side of the collar. And there's going to be a little bit of reflective light of this pink too, reflecting onto the collar as well. So just a hint of blue. I've been playing with this very... Oh, I grabbed the wrong color. I've been playing with this very dreamlike lighting. I did it in a recent painting. Kind of inspired by like Glossamer fairies and that kind of thing. Super fun. I want to do more paintings like that. Um, it's definitely a very unique style. You know, when everything's very bright and it looks like it's glowing. And I'm gonna want just a hint of pink. I'm gonna wash out my brush. And just a hint of pink. I'll drop this down a little bit. There we go. Now you can kind of see better what I'm doing. It was a little far away. Sorry about that. A little hint of pink right here. And then I'll go in with my darkest black color. So you're dealing with a lot of the creeps, unfortunately. Oh man. At least, you know, yeah. It's so unfortunate not everyone gets that idea, but oh. At least you like being a security guard. In a way, I bet it's an interesting way to see the con. You see it like in a totally different light. I swear, I don't like ever since I started boothing, I never looked at conventions quite the same because now I know what it looks like behind the scenes and setting it up and how it works, how it's all put together. I almost have a different level of appreciation. And it is cool. It is cool to see, like, a con appear, you know? At first, it's just an empty, like, convention center. Like, basically a warehouse. And then everyone's spaces start slowly appearing and popping up, and everyone's setting up. And then the next day, it's like, it's alive. Everything's come to life. So cool. And then by the end of that weekend, it's all done and it's over. Everything tears down and it's an empty building again. I'm really, really hoping to get into the next couple of shows. Because I feel like some of my shows, it's like there's large gaps of time in between. And I would like to fill those gaps. Oh, wow. Time has been flying by. I didn't even realize. Very true when respect people's boundaries. Is it really even that hard? Like, I don't understand how respecting people's boundaries can even be that difficult. That's so cool. That's really cool, Mallard. Yeah, like you get to see behind the scenes and you get to see the whole con differently. Wait, really? Ah, that's cool. That's cool that you got opportunities to meet voice actors and not even just meet them, but also play Pokemon with them. That's really cool. I like how cool some of the voice actors are, you know, like just friendly and nice and like cool with fans, like playing Pokemon together. Like that's so cool. All right, so I'm gonna finish up here. I'm gonna finish blending this, and then I'll call my stream here for today. There we go. And you can see that I just blended in that pink, so it's like more just like a reflection. And it's looking a little too like it's perfect, and I want to add in, you know, folds of the fabric. Well, good luck, Mallard, with that, the cosplay and everything. Oh my gosh. Ooh, fun, Nacho! You'll be doing a cosplay stream. I know you've been telling me that you've been wanting to do a cosplay stream, so that's gonna be super exciting. And more Battlefield. Awesome. That'll be fun. I'll try to catch your stream. There we go. Almost done. Almost done with these fabric wrinkles. Yeah, and you can see how like the glow from the other side of the collar adds just so much. It's not just this like triangle, this dark triangle that's floating there. Feels like it's more one with the piece. And I'm gonna add a little bit of white. There we go. Ooh, that's exciting, Isaac. Do you know anything about this character? Did they leave any kinds of teasers? Kind of like of what kind of character this could possibly be? Oh, that's fun, Win. Yeah, you guys play video games together. That would be fun. Alright, and then I don't like how sharp the bottom of this collar is, so what I'm gonna do is take some dark teal, similar color to the background, and I am going to blend it in and blend it into the background, and it makes it so it's not so sharp. There we go. And then I'm gonna take my flat brush and blend everything out. Yeah, and you guys play Repo together. Ah, Repo's so much fun. I've only played a couple of times, but I want to play more in the future. Don't know when, but sometime. It's so much fun, but it's so hard and challenging and scary. All at the same time. Alrighty, there we go. Thank you, Mallard. Thank you. There we go. I'll scooch on this over. There we are. Yay! Oh my gosh. She's like practically done. Makes me so happy having another painting done. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Ah, this was so good. Here, I just noticed a little oopsie. I want to correct right here. Well, thank you everyone for joining today. Thank you. This was a really fun stream. Good group of people, good like company. Yeah. Thank you, Mallard. Thank you so much. I like that title, Spider or Cyber what is Cyber Gwen? Cyber Gwen? I like that title. That's good. Thank you, Nacho, too. Yes, yay! I guess so she's a painting with a bunch of different names. Everyone's coming up with different names. I like it though. I'm all for it. Well, thank you everyone for joining today's stream. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. Super happy with how this painting has turned out. I swear when I actually add in the shine to the eyes and some reflections, especially in the earring and on the coat, I'll be posting, so no worries there. I will be back next week on Tuesday, same time, where I'll continue working on one of my projects, see what I'll work on. Maybe this go back to the sushi plate. Who knows? You know me, it's always something new. Um Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you, Link. Thank you, everyone. And I will see you all later next week. Yeah, where it'll be really good. Alrighty, everyone. Bye bye.